It is 2 days after Christmas as we journey towards year 2021. And what an honor and indeed an extraordinary privilege to join you from wherever you are across the length and breadth of our lovely country, Zimbabwe. The fight against crime rages on as we foster our partnerships on this platform, Crime Watch. Elliot Kudzai Ganyani is my name, and like all times, it is an honor to have you along. Over the years, it has been noted that there is a general upsurge in crime and accidents, particularly during the festive seasons. In light of this, the Commissioner General of Police, Tandabantu Godwin Matanga, gave a festive season statement with a particular emphasis on encouraging members of the public to cooperate with law enforcement agents for a crime and accident-free festive season. The Commissioner General also reminded Zimbabweans to adhere to the national lockdown regulations aimed at containing the coronavirus during and after the festive season.
I implore the public to adhere to COVID-19 health, safety and security measures in order to promote the effective maintenance of law and order during this festive season. We urge the public to avoid unnecessary gatherings and observe the curfew order in order to curb the spread of the pandemic. Zimbabweans normally take this opportunity to visit relatives, friends, and engage in various social activities. Of particular interest is the issue of road traffic accidents, which takes center stage during this period. It is said to note that most road traffic accidents during the festive season are caused by speeding, drunken driving, misjudgment, overtaking errors, failure to observe traffic rules and regulations, and mechanical faults. Motorists must therefore ensure that vehicles are roadworthy before embarking on journeys and avoid using worn-out tires, especially during this rainy season. In this regard, the police will ensure that deployments are conducted along highways, residential areas, industrial and central business districts. Police officers will conduct foot and motorized patrols on all major and feeder roads, checking for wanted persons, moving criminals, and those who move around with stolen property. Drivers are warned not to drive under the influence of alcohol or any other substances which may affect their judgment on the roads. They must be observant and avoid the use of cell phones while driving. All defective vehicles and those not displaying number plates will be accounted for by the police. We are also appealing to travelers not to board private and unregistered vehicles, especially mshika-shika. The Zimbabwe Republic Police will work together with the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Vehicle Examination Department, Zinara, and other stakeholders to conduct awareness campaigns. This, therefore, entails the need for vigilance on the part of road users. It is paramount for all to recognize that road safety is a collective responsibility. Besides traffic issues, as the public make merry and enjoy this holiday, my office is concerned with murder cases which arise out of domestic disputes, beer drinking disputes, those committed by mentally ill persons, those emanating from witchcraft allegations, especially among relatives and neighbors, and the recent killings of children by parents and guardians for various misdemeanors. The police also urges the public not to move around with large sums of money or keep such amounts at home or business premises to curtail robbery cases. The public is advised to bank money with financial institutions and only keep smaller amounts necessary for day-to-day use. We are concerned with cases of drowning which have been recorded so far in the country since the start of the rainy season. Let us all take safety measures and avoid swimming or allowing children to play in water bodies such as rivers, streams, trenches, and bridges. Motorists and those with squad cars should not cross flooded rivers and bridges at all costs. Police will ensure that action is also taken against those engaged in illegal mining activities and smuggling acts along the country's borders. Those who will try to evade the country's immigration and customs procedures will only have themselves to blame. Let's be safety and security conscious. Cooperate with the law enforcement agents and relevant stakeholders to curb crime and accidents during this festive season. On behalf of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, I wish all Zimbabweans an accident and crime-free holiday.
Moving to arrest by the police, we start with the arrest of a Harare man for possession of unregistered drugs which were smuggled into the country. A consignment of drugs was seized in the process. Let us hear more.
We can confirm and sell drugs and narcotics that we have arrested a 44-year-old male adult recently at Mpedzanamo for possession of unregistered medicines. The various drugs are valued approximately $34,000 United States dollars. Most of the products are skin lightening creams. These creams have chemical substances containing excessive amount of hydroquinone, mercury, and retinoids. These chemicals dissolve the melanin in human skin. Amongst these drugs were also enlargement creams and tablets. They enhance the growth of certain body parts. This can lead to deformation of body structure and many other diseases. We thank members of the public for their support in fighting drug abuse through the information that they continuously supply.
On that note, we take a short break. Join us in the second segment. Welcome to the second segment of Crime Watch. The 10th of December marked the end of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. While the Zimbabwe Republic Police joined the whole nation and indeed the whole world in campaigning against any form of violence, who would have thought that a Mutare man, Victor Msonza, was being sentenced to 20 years imprisonment? And your guess is as good as mine for sexually abusing an innocent little boy. We visited ZRP Sakubva and talked to the officer in charge, Chief Inspector Emerson Maroa, on this very disturbing story.
We received a report of a missing person to the effect that a 13-year-old boy had gone missing after he had been involved in a quarrel with the boyfriend of the complainant. The police reacted to the missing person report, and upon arrival, they interviewed neighbors who revealed that the accused had been seen together with the victim or the 13-year-old boy going towards the Majambe area in Sakuva Mutare. The police made a follow-up, and upon arrival at a certain place, they interviewed neighbors, and it was revealed that indeed the boy and the accused had arrived there, but they had already left. It was during this time that the police heard a sound coming from a wooden building. The police then broke into the building and discovered the accused and the little boy inside, and they had their pens down. Upon interviews, it was revealed that the accused had actually sexually abused the boy through the anus and through the mouth. The accused was arrested and taken to court. The accused was convicted of aggravated indecent assault, and he was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment.
Nene munhu naifambidzana naye asi munhu wakazotora mwana sipa mutemo akaenda naye kumba kwake. Temi mwana hakuna hope hadzibatizve ndipo kazanaye mapurisa kati ai mwana wanga ndisikumze kwari ndakati ai ndifambe nzira ndopaza padi panogara vana kugokodza mapurisa varunoka dho avanzi mune munhu samurume wangu hapana waina nemwana kumba kati kumba hakuna mwana asi mwana kuno asati asvika panda mapurisa bvato roachi dhori yaranga kakene mukati bvarowa dhori yabharavhurika ndipo akona munhu asina kupfeka nguo ndipo takazoti mwana abatwa chibharo zvakandibata batangunyepa.
Police in Guruve intercepted 2 lorries which were loaded with bales of second-hand clothes, drugs and illicit substances. The officer in charge Criminal Investigations Department, Guruve, sheds more light on this.
CID Guruve polices an area which has an official border, which is Kanyemba, and porous borders along the Zambezi River, Chikafa and Chidodo. People take advantage of these porous borders as well as the official point of entry to smuggle goods consisting of skin lightening creams, illicit drugs, bills of second-hand clothes, and even brand new clothes. Recently, we arrested 5 accused for smuggling 283 bills of second-hand clothes and some boxes of skin lightening creams. The case is still pending at court.
Still in Guruve, there has been a worrying trend of stock theft cases. Inspector Effort Reza gave some words of advice regards protection of cattle from thieves.
Of late, we have been having some challenges with stock thieves, especially in this time when people are not penning their cattle. Of late, we had a problem with one stock thief who used to go and steal cattle from the grazing areas. But because of our campaigns, we managed to get information and we made some follow-up and managed to discover that he was keeping about 8 beasts, and our team went there and managed to recover them alive. I would encourage members of the public to make sure that they pen their cattle closer to their homesteads and to make sure they get together and make some collective penning and make sure that those cattle penned collectively will have some guards so that we avoid such cases of stock theft. We also encourage members of the public to do cattle branding for easy identification of their cattle, especially when they are recovered.
Following the festive season campaign launch by the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, ZINARA, and the police about a fortnight ago, Mr. Ernest Mchena of the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe gives an update of the campaigns that they have carried so far.
Our teams that were deployed following the launch of the 2020 festive season campaigns are still on the road, and we are receiving reports from different corners of the country. On the Masvingo Mutare Highway, our team has observed that there are a lot of cattle grazing along the road, and would like to advise motorists using that road to exercise extreme caution as they approach this herd of cattle. We also want to advise farmers who are living along that road to ensure that they pen their cattle and remind them that it is an offense under the rules of road regulations. On Blawa and Kai Road, we have received reports of Mushikashika, as well as the Harare Karoi Road and also the Gweru Shavane Road. Would like to inform members of the public that it is not only illegal for someone to operate unregistered vehicles, but it also poses danger to them, and in the event of an accident, there will not be any insurance cover, as such vehicles do not obtain passenger liability insurance. On the Harare Karoi Road, our teams have noted with concern that there are a lot of heavy vehicles coming from the Chirundu border post that are in the habit of forming a long convoy of 5, 6, 7 lorries, making it difficult for people to overtake, and with them traveling in front of everyone from places like Makuti to as far as Karoi. Would like to warn these drivers that they should not act in a dangerous manner, but should leave enough space between themselves to allow other road users to overtake and pass them safely. The Chivu-Gutu road has got a high volume as people are using it as an alternative to the Chivu-Masvingo road. The road has got quite a number of potholes that have been intensified by the heavy rains that have been received in the area, and would like to advise anybody using that road to move at a slow speed to ensure that when they are avoiding potholes, they do not encroach into the path of oncoming traffic. On the Gwerusi Shavane Road, there are some buses that have been authorized to ply that route, but we have noticed that people are preferring the small volume Shika, with the consequences that we have already mentioned. We are also working with ZINARA, and we have been to Dema Gate, we have been to Skyline, we have been to Nkomo, we have also been to Esk Bank, we have gone as far as Lions Den, and we are also going before New Year to places like Eskodini. We are also going to places like Ntavasinduna, where Zinara and the Zimbabwe Republic Police and Traffic Safety Council are carrying out campaigns.
Do not move an inch. We are going away for a break. Join us in the third and final segment. Welcome back. To those who are just joining us, this is the third segment of Crime Watch. During this festive season, you may think of security as of particular importance, but you need to be very, very careful on your choice of security service providers.
The last two episodes, we looked at the fact that security is not a product, but a process. So, you have now completed your security assessments, and now you need to hire a security company. But now what? How do you choose the ideal security service provider? Improper due diligence when choosing a service provider will mean high risk to your company's safety, which defeats the fundamental goal of security provision. Some factors to consider include company experience and reputation. Look at the background of the company and their experience in the sector they are in, or in the sector that you are in yourself. Who else are they providing the same service? Quality of service as well. Too often, contracts are focused on costs rather than service quality levels. Companies that are illegally cutting costs by underpaying their employees often also cut costs in other areas such as training, such as equipment provision, and this certainly compromises the service quality. Corporate governance and legal compliance. You want to consider a provider with sound corporate governance. Rather, offer the contract to the lowest bidder to specifications, yes, provided the costs cover all their statutory obligations. Dealing with a non-compliant provider is contributing to the cancer of corruption. In addition, service providers' leadership must be ethically upright, they must be trustworthy and honest, given the nature of the security industry. Staff motivation. Are the employees happy and motivated? Internal customer satisfaction provides an indication of external customer satisfaction levels. Technological innovation. Just like the other industries in this economy, security solutions are ever-changing. Consider a provider abreast with technological integrated solutions. In security, prevention is the goal, not the cure. You don't want to be a statistic. On that note, viewers, please enjoy a secure, a safe, and joyous holidays. I would also want to wish you a much better and a prosperous 2021.
Community policing initiatives are playing a big role in fighting crime across the country. In Mashonaland West Province, ZRP TEF Crime Consultative Committee and the Business Against Crime Forum of Zimbabwe have appreciated hardworking members of the police constabulary and rewarded them with cycles, cell phones, certificates, and food hampers.
What I want to do is to appreciate what CCC, TEF, and back forces are like. Recognition is a powerful motivational factor. Anditika va recognize vakomana nevasikana avo kuti vane mhuri dzavo, vane mabasa avo avanoita, but vane spare imwe nguva yokuuya vachipfeka uniform iyi, vachifamba, vachipatrola, vachitsvagana nembavha, vachidini, vaona kukosha kwazvo, vakati ngativa motivated. I thank you CCC for that. I thank you Backforce for that.
Taona zvakakodzera kuti vakomana vana vasikana mashandiro avari kuita vakurudzirwe, vabatsirike vane zvavanenge vachiita kuitira kuti kunyange mukushanda kwavo kwavanenge vachiita nevazhinji vanenge vachionawo zvavari kuita zvinomotivheta kuti basa racho vakwanise kunge vachiita nesimba. Saka takatsvaka mapuraizi ekuti tipe nemakategori avo sezvazviri.
Chakandimotivheta kuti ndive mupolikoni inayo kuti munharaunda yandakakurira ndiri yakanga ine mhosva dzaiitika dzakawandisa dzakaita sekubiwa kwezvipfuwo, kubiwa kumaproperties emudzimba, matv, maredhiyo. Ndozvinhu zvakandiita kuti ndive neshungu yekuva mupurisi. Nokuda kwaizvozvo ndakazobva ndajoina police constabulary ndikabatsira kuti tiye tinosunga vanhu ivavo.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police received an early Christmas present from the Institute of Public Relations and Communications Zimbabwe at a colorful ceremony that was held at Rainbow Towers in Harare recently. Police finished as runners-up, and police spokesperson Assistant Commissioner Paul Nyati received the accompanying certificate on behalf of the police. The honor was in recognition of the organization's various community engagement initiatives that have seen improved police-public partnerships as well as stakeholder involvement for the good of the country. What a day it was for the Zimbabwe Republic Police family, and we are all excited to be honored in such a big way. We now move on to people who are on the police wanted list. Highlands Police are looking for Priska Munyaradzi of Easterbell Farm, Kadoma, for a case of theft. In another case, Adam White of house number GA1, Munyayavudzi Mvuma, is wanted by Mvuma Police for an assault case. Mazoe Police are looking for Shone Tirivamwe, age 36, of Mazoe Mine in Mazoe, for theft. In yet another case of theft, West Nicholson Police in Matabeleland South Province are looking for Joseph Chuma of Plot 12, Riata, West Nicholson. Should you have any information that may help the police in locating any of these wanted persons, please feel free to call or visit any of our police establishments across the country. We also have a website address, www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also like us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. Feedback at zrp.gov.zw is our email address. Take time to interact with us on our Twitter handle at Police Zimbabwe. We are also contactable 24/7 on our ZRP National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631. In case you miss any of our episodes, go straight on our YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. You will find any episode of your choice. 4 days from now, we will be migrating from year 2020 into year 2021. We all need to play our part so that our journey into the new year is safe and harmless. Do not drink and drive during this festive season. In fact, if not really necessary, do not travel at all. Remember, COVID-19 is not yet gone. Do not get too excited to forget to always wear a mask. Regularly wash your hands with soap and running water, or alternatively with an alcohol-based sanitizer. Avoid social gatherings. Yes, do remember the social distancing rule. So from the Crime Watch crew, on behalf of the Commissioner General of Police Tandabantu Godwin Matanga, Deputy Commissioner Generals, senior and junior officers, as well as members of the police service and their families, we wish you a prosperous year 2021, and may God bless you. Bye-bye.